Hi everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be filming a new syllabus format for 2021 SPM English. So I'm pretty sure you must have known that your SPM in total you have 4 different papers, and today I'll be filming a guided writing video where I'll show you how can you master your SPM English Paper 2 Part 2 Short Communicative Essay. So students, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm teacher Alison and I'm a professional English educator in Malaysia. So as you probably know, this year 2021 for your SPM paper 2, you have 3 different sections in your essay. The first section is quite simple. It's called email and it only consists of 80 words or less, and all of the essay marks in your paper 2 is 20, 20, 20 marks. So adding on everything together, it's 60 marks. Your email is 20 marks. Your part 2, which I'll be teaching today, it is called short communicative writing. And this part is a slightly bit challenging because of the KBAT questions, the very unusual, peculiar questions that they will ask in your exam. Short communicative essay, which consists around 125 to 150 words. And the final part in the entire SPM English paper 2 is the part called extended writing, which is around 200 to 250 words. So this will be all of the sections you have to master in your SPM English paper 2. However, in this video today, I'll be teaching everyone on a short communicative essay from an exam paper. So let's get started. Hope you have got your notes and essay and pens prepared, because in this lesson, you're going to learn a lot of new skills. So let's look at the question here. Schools everywhere have turned to online learning during the pandemic. I agree. Your teacher has asked you to write an essay about your experience. So later, when you're writing this essay, you can be a tad bit informal because they really want your opinion and your experience with online learning. So later, there are few parts that will help you dictate whether you'll get a high mark. Hence, you have to write out whether you enjoy online learning, yes, no, the reason, the advantages and disadvantages of online learning, and the final one, whether you prefer online or classroom learning. All right. So I prepared like a small box for all of you to prepare. It's like a thinking, drafting part for you to write your essay where you have to give your case study, your advantages, your disadvantages, which I had a slight typo, truly sorry for that. And the final one is to state your stand, whether you agree with online learning or not. So the first one is what we call it as a case study. Case study is when you are presenting a problem that you yourself you are facing or you are encountering. So for example, ever since the pandemic, online learning has become widely accepted and sought after. You know, we used to not get used to, maybe school teachers or maybe tuition teachers, we usually don't get extremely used to teaching, facing a laptop every single day 24/7. But right now it is generally accepted. It's very normal. It's a norm and it is something sought after by many students. What is the meaning of sought after? Sought after is something that everyone chases, everybody wants, because knowledge is power. Hence, online learning is definitely sought after. Then after this, we have to list out the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. The first advantage, I'm pretty sure as a student, we always feel, although I'm not a student, but I'm still a student in other ways, is that it is extremely flexible. We can learn anywhere and everywhere. As long as you are connected to the internet, you can learn very smoothly in your own pace, in your own speed. It is highly, highly flexible. So this is the first advantage of online learning. However, the second thing that we need to write in our body paragraph is the disadvantages of online learning. So I'm pretty sure you yourself, you're a student and you're doing online learning as well. And one of the, I guess, downsides of online learning is that sometimes we accidentally waste a little bit of time, we get a little bit lazy, we tend to procrastinate. I think the most suitable word towards this problem is that we procrastinate. Procrastination is unavoidable for students as nobody is there to discipline them and ourselves as a student. And the final one, would you pick online or classroom learning? I would pick classroom learning because it has many benefits that online teaching cannot replace or cannot compare. Like, the interaction, the face-to-face interaction, the whole vibe of the class versus the vibe in your home, which is comfortable. And sometimes that's why we procrastinate when we're doing online learning. So this will be our simple drafting. And right now we are going to jump into how we can write the entire essay effectively and get your A plus efficiently as well. So for our entire essay, it's still considered a short essay, hence you can write it in different paragraphs. Is the first thing. You can write it in different paragraphs, and when you're writing your essay, it is important that you want to enhance your sentences because you are in the SPM level. You can use advanced words and definitely linkers to organize your entire essay. So the first thing that I will be writing is, what is online learning first? We have to jump right straight into the topic, like what is online learning? Hence, number one, online learning has become widely accepted and sought after in recent years. So I added a linker because it's very true. It became much more sought after in recent years, especially during the pandemic. All right. So sought after is highly chased after during the recent years, and that will be our linker. Many students, no matter where you are still a student. No matter whether you're from Kedah, Malacca, Subang, KL, all of us are yearning to learn. So because there's so many different students, we can use a word called students from all walks of lives, including myself, are finding that the traditional brick and mortar style of learning does not fit our needs. So this question is very controversial. Some people, they really love online learning. Like for me, I do like online learning. But maybe for some students, you can still disagree to the question. You do not have to like online learning. You can actually state that I dislike online learning. However, just remember, as long as you are answering the question, it's completely fine. Because right now, our goal is to answer the question effectively. So it doesn't matter whether your answer is you like online learning or you dislike, both has their own answers and both is definitely correct. So there's nothing to worry about that. All right. So including myself are finding that the traditional brick and mortar style of learning does not fit our needs. So what is brick and mortar? Brick and mortar is like physical. You can see it and you can feel it. So for example, I'm pretty sure during the holidays or when you need something, most of us sometimes we will do online learning. We will go to platforms, not online learning, online shopping. We will go to platforms like Lazada, Shopee, and maybe get some stuff from the online shopping. However, we can get those stuff in pharmaceutical stores like Watson, like Caring, like maybe what else? Guardian. All those shops, you can see them physically. You can enter the shop physically. So it's right there. So the meaning of brick and mortar is like a physical store. Like when you learn, you have to go to a school. You have to go to a tuition center. You have to go to the library. All those places, they are physical. Hence, they are considered brick and mortar places or brick and mortar stores. But right now, many students, they are finding that the traditional physical style of learning does not fit their needs. Personally, as a student writing this essay, I love and reap the benefits of online learning. So as you can see here, we have completed our case study, and right now we are going to jump on to the next one. The next one, we will be writing the advantages first. Like, why do we like online learning? Because for our stand is that we love online learning. Isn't that right? So number one, the most attractive, or I would say appealing aspect of online learning is it is extremely flexible. We have a very flexible timing. We can learn at home. We can learn in our living room. It's extremely flexible. With the convenience of internet, we can learn smoothly, and here is my elaboration. As you can see here, I've inserted a strong linker. For instance, there will be days where we feel sick, where we feel under the weather, and it can kind of slow down our learning progress. So slowing down isn't the right word. I would say hindering our learning progress. Hindering is like slowing down and affecting your learning progress. Why? Because you are feeling under the weather, because you're sick. With online learning, we can rewatch videos and we can catch up very quickly, even when we are sick. Isn't that right? So, however, at the same time, we can also list out the cons, we can list out the downsides of online learning, which is consequently basically means that it's a linker. You want to list out the bad effects. You want to list out the bad effects. Consequently, procrastination is inevitable for students as nobody is there to, be like a hawk eye looking at them to discipline them. Hence, strict supervision is definitely required. So this will be our second paragraph where we have already listed out our case study, our point, our advantages and our disadvantages as well. And for our final paragraph is very, very important. This essay, in a way, it's like a mini factual essay where you have to do different comparisons, the upsides, the downsides, the pros and the cons. So for the final paragraph, you have to state your stand. In the future, would you rather go for online learning or would you rather go for classroom learning? Hence, with the, okay, what is the meaning of this word? Unprecedented virus of COVID-19. So at the moment right now, let's just say that online learning is the best choice we have with the virus here. Okay, what is the meaning of unprecedented? It's like something we have never dealt with it before. Many years ago, 10 years ago, 100 years ago, or maybe a century ago, we did not really had experience with this sort of virus. We have gone through the bird flu, the Spanish flu, but COVID-19 is still a little bit different in a way. We have never dealt with this COVID-19 before. It's our first time dealing with it, and we are not really sure on how we can tackle the problems. Hence, with the unprecedented virus of COVID-19, okay, let's insert a linker. It is safe to say that online learning is the best option we can have for now. However, it is very important that you state your stand because the question wants you to state a stand. So if I were you, I would say in the future, I would choose classroom learning because why? It has plus points that online teaching cannot replace. And this will be my ending. So I choose classroom learning over online learning, even though I liked online learning. It's just that we are kind of, we don't really get to make a choice now, right? So at the final part, I have stated my stand and my disadvantages. So if you watched till this part of my video, I'm really thankful that you took out this time to learn, to nurture, to enhance your English effectively with teacher Alison. So just to let you know, the entire essay with extremely advanced vocabulary, phrases, and linkers, everything we have written it within 150 words. So maybe perhaps using this method, you'll be able to score more confidently in your SPM English in 2021. And students, if you would like to learn more vocabularies, learn more grammar or linker, or just by any chance you want to improve and enhance your English, feel free to follow my social media where I post a lot of useful A+ notes at Teacher Alison. Teacher usually posts in these two platforms. The left side is called Xiao Hong Shu. You can find me via Teacher Alison Fang, or you can follow me on my English business page, which is called Smart English. I'll insert the link down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share to someone who is a Form 5 this year in 2021. And that's it for my video. Bye everyone. See you soon.